CITO, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Sangria.
What's going on, baby? How you doing?
It ain't too much. How's it going?
It's doing well, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on for
all right.
Hold on for a second. Let me set you up real quick. For all my listeners out there, man, I got a cat that's extraordinary in the art that he, you know what I'm saying, in his artistry and in the things that he does, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna sit down with this cat for a couple, and he gonna let you know how he getting down on his side of town. Hey, CITO, man, so how the game treating you, baby?
Hey, man, it's good. You know what I'm saying? They showing a little love right now. I got a couple songs that's going right now in the Reverb Nation that it took off, but for the most part, you know, it's Father's Day. The NBA Finals is on. I got an interview going right now with Sangria, baby. I feel like I'm at the motherfucking Grammy.
Life is good right now. You know what I'm saying? So, man, before we get started real quick, man, tell all my peoples, man, where you originally from, you know what I'm saying, and how long you've been doing what you've been doing.
You know, I'm from Inglewood, California, 90301, you know, the west side of the map.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for a couple years now. I say since I was in 10th grade,
right?
Probably a couple years ago. And you know, I'm keeping it rolling. I'm trying to get something started.
Yeah, no question, man. You definitely got something started over here, man. When Mafia Magazine looked at you, man, and we was like, "Hey, man, let me get that cat over there. I like that cat."
That's a great thing. That's love.
You know what I'm saying? So, what was your last project? Or, matter of fact, tell me, man, like, what was your first project? Like, what actually got you started, man, and or who did you hear that you felt like this was the thing for you to need to be doing? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it had to been back. Like I said, I was in 10th grade. I just got a hold of a nature CD, I think, you know, from Queensbridge.
Yeah.
And I think it was fall seasons, I heard.
Right.
And from that point on, man, I just felt like I could do it. I wanted to give those visuals that the cats that I looked up to, you know, the Big L's,
yeah,
the Nas's, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
the Natures. I'm a big Queensbridge fan.
Oh, okay.
That's just me, and I like the visuals that they give, the art form from it, and that's where I started.
Right, right.
When I, you know, about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. So being that you're a Queensbridge fan, wasn't there some type of conflict? I mean, being that, you know, you listening to Queensbridge and how the cats in Queens is getting down, and then you on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Was you able to kind of fuse it together, man, to kind of get that kind of flavor, but also kind of come with the lyricist of being a West Coast rapper?
You know, that's the beauty of music. You know what I'm saying? You can be from a certain place and still be influenced by another coast. You can be influenced by the South. You can be influenced by the East.
Yeah.
You know, you just mix it all together and try and be as creative as you can with it, and take little pieces from everything that you've seen coming up.
Right.
And you can have something beautiful going for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Don't just put yourself in a box like that.
Yeah, no question about that, man. So when you out there in Inglewood, man, are you getting received really well with your type of style on the way that you get down?
You said, am I dealing with things well?
Yeah, I mean, are you received well? You know what I'm saying? Being on the West Coast,
you know, people perceive me how they want to perceive me. You know, I get love, I'm going to get hate.
Right.
But the way I feel is like, you know, if they sleeping on me, let them sleep. I don't need some suckers listening to me, no way.
Yeah.
You know, the people that's going to respect it obviously got a good ear for music, and that's who you want to embrace you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? People that actually know what's going down when it comes to you spitting.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no question. So give me your heartfelt feelings on how you feel in the state of the game is now. Like, you know, what do you feel the rap game may be lacking, or even what's positive about it right now?
Well, you know, rap is different because times have changed.
Right.
You know, niggas that's from my era, we've grown up, and the youngins is coming in, you know.
Yeah.
And you got to think about when they started coming into music, shit, about 13, 12 years old, what they heard was shit from 2005.
Right.
So that's what's controlling the game right now, because, you know, the youngins, they buy the music.
Right.
So it's not necessarily a negative thing,
right.
because there's niggas out here like myself that's trying to bring it back to the forefront.
Yeah.
And, you know, it doesn't have to be super lyrical, but it doesn't have to be super corny at the same time.
No question.
You know what I'm saying?
No question.
It's a mixture.
Yeah. And I like a quote that you said. You know, I seen somewhere where you wrote it, but you said you actually trying to bring it back to where we having fun with it again. And
exactly.
And a lot of cats don't understand that simple statement that you made, because of the fact that they don't really know the history of hip hop. So
you got it right there, Sam. If you study the music, you see that's where hip hop came from in the first place. It came from a fun place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays niggas is too serious. Everybody want to be the man. Everybody want to do this. Just have fun with the records. You know, make people move again. You know, that's why this pop shit is taking off so hard.
Right.
Because everybody don't want to be so serious about it. You know what I'm saying? Now you got people in hip hop trying to mingle techno in the beat. It's because people want to dance again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It can be fun, but you can still spit lyrics. You can still go hard.
Right, no question. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. A lot of cats don't really understand the difference between rap music and hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
You got it, Sam. You got it.
And they get it a little twisted, but you know, I personally been around a long, long time, man. I done seen it from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to speak like that because it make me sound like an old gray head. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I am
hip. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what's going on. You've been here. It sounds like you've been here for a long time when it comes to the hip-hop music. And, you know, for the long part, it seems like a lot of cats that's coming in right now, their heart's not in the right place with the music, and you can tell. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas is doing it for the wrong reasons, but when you're passionate about what you're putting out, you're passionate about the art, you're passionate about the, you know, the history and where you're trying to take it, then they're reflecting your music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no question about that. So what was your first project? Did you drop a first, how long, you know, what was your first mixtape, you know what I'm saying, that actually got you rolling, you know what I'm saying, and you decided to continue on doing and putting out good music?
Hey, believe it or not, Sam, this is it right here. This is the first one. You know what I'm saying? And so this is my accolade. Mafia Music Radio, hosted by SANGRIA. This is my first accolade right here. It's a big blessing for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm humbled by this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So wherever this music decides to take me, Mafia Music is still going to be on the top of my list.
No question. Yeah, no doubt about that, baby. So I'm going to make sure this is all live and well for you. You know what I'm saying? For your for your first joint, baby. I'm going to make sure they know CITO, baby, after we finish talking. You know what I'm saying?
You make sure they know me. I make sure they know you. We work it that way.
No doubt about it, man. So I listened to some of the tracks, man. What's the mixtape called? What's the name of the mixtape that's out right now?
The mixtape is going to be dropping in August. I'm trying to get a video out there quick, fast, so people can see the visuals. You know, the music is nothing without the visual. You want to give people that drop in July. And the name of the mixtape is called FBYO. You know, it's abbreviated because a lot of people like to do that quick text and Twitch shit. So, you know, it's quick and fast, something you can remember. And it's going to be a good thing. I think it's a good look.
Yeah, it's definitely a good look because I'm hearing the music. And to be honest with you, you know, I hear a lot of music. A lot of music kind of passes through my headphones. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of times, man, I listen to 20 seconds. You know, because like I said, I've been around so long that I can listen to 20 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And I already know where this is going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you know, we got a little game, where, you know, in the studio where we fling these, you know, things around. You know what I'm saying? And we see, you know, who can knock them out the air. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
when I heard your music, you know what I'm saying, I right away said, hey, man, I need to hear this cat. I need to really send me some more. Let me really hear what this cat is really doing. And we really digging, you know what I'm saying, you know, the tracks that you sent over, man. So what I want to know, man, is what inspires you, you know what I'm saying, to put out this music that you just putting out with some of the song tracks that you have, you know what I'm saying, like Cigars and Rosie and Hashtag, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, just kind of give me a little insight, you know what I'm saying, of what inspires you, man, to be able to put out the music that you do and to come up with the song titles and the concepts that you do come up with.
Right. What inspired me was just life. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving people a piece of me, and I want them to embrace it, and hopefully they'll like it. If everybody's got the same thought process as you, Sands, I'll be gone. I'll be good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, the hashtags and the titles come from, you know, just a way of life and being creative. You know, I'm just trying to give people a different perspective of the West Coast than what you're used to. Yeah. You know, people need to know that there's more on the West Coast than what you're used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that I can open up these doors along with other various artists that are doing it right now as well.
Yeah, I like your attitude about the whole situation, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, you dead right when you say, man, you know, artists is just too serious, you know what I'm saying, these days.
Right.
And it's always refreshing, man, when we got an artist like yourself, CITO, that comes along and puts the fun back into it, you know what I'm saying? Where,
right.
you know, where a cat ain't afraid to, man, you know what I'm saying, get on the dance floor, do his little two-step, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's,
no, you're right, man.
You know what I'm saying? And still look good while he doing it, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, man, that's hip-hop.
That's hip-hop,
A lot of artists these days, they're scared to be themselves.
Right.
They want to follow and emulate what they see and what they hear because that's what's catchy at the time. But if you make your own lane, you know what I'm saying, the payoff's better.
Right.
You can just put it like that. These dynasties that we've seen along in hip-hop, they didn't come about by copying people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They set their own lane, and it just so happened it was the right time and the shit was perfect.
Right.
And you could do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be your motherfucking self, and you'll fight, man. You'll pop off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Me being myself and trying to put out good music is what got me here with Sangria right now.
No doubt, baby. Hey, so give us me a little insight, man, of your label. Is it 7 brand? I mean, you know,
the label is Lucky 7 brand.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? That's me. That's my camp, and we pushing that right now. The major management is by C-Dab.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She's holding it down. She's getting it. She's moving it in the right places. But it's 7 brand by the way, though, man.
Yeah, no question. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to your artist. I mean, to your manager over there, Christy. Hey, Christy, baby, big shout out to Christy Dab, baby, because she doing a thing. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta watch her. She's one to watch out for.
Yeah, I already know that. You know,
bull, man. She's get it going.
Yeah, she got heavy, man. I was like shaking her off, like, baby, back up, get off. Man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on for a second.
Yeah.
But she doing her thing, man, and she made it happen. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely.
She does, man.
Yeah, and we definitely appreciate, man, you know, her tenacity, man, because, baby, if it wasn't for that, man, I might not be talking to you right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So,
you know what I'm saying? And you gotta give it up to the people that deserve it. You know what I'm saying? The people that's helping you out along the way, they need that good advice. I mean, you know, they need those good words to keep them motivated.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
doubt.
saying? The people that help you out,
Yeah.
they need to know that you appreciate them.
Yeah,
and
no
the
question.
shit that they do for you. You know what I'm saying?
And she
so
was
much big up to Chris. Big up to C-Dad.
Yeah,
you know what
baby.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
big up to Sangria for putting me on right now.
No doubt, no doubt. And shit. So, what's your vision, man? I mean, after the mixtape comes out, you know what I'm saying? What's your plans? What you seeing? What you seeing? You know, a couple of months or maybe 6, months to a year from now, man. What place do you want to be in at that time, man?
Man, if it happens the way I like it to happen, shit, I'll be signed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be spitting Sangria name all over the goddamn internet to get everybody popping. You know what I'm saying? But if it moves slower than that, I'd rather just have my tape moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come out with the new tape, me and myself and Brandon, B Noble, you know, the Sneakerheads. We got a joint coming out that's collab. That's mostly about good music and having fun and spitting lyrics, you know what I'm saying, trying to get back down to the essence of it.
Right.
And just trying to create a nice buzz, just trying to get it going.
Well, we definitely gonna try to be involved with that, man, because we're gonna do whatever we can do, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
No doubt, baby, because, you know, CITO putting out good music, baby. And it'd be a difference if it was garbage.
I'm trying over here.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be a little different if it was some garbage, you know what I'm saying? And then we would treat you a little differently, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I wouldn't be real rude to you. I'd just tell you need to spend a little bit more time in the studio. You know what I'm saying? But hey, CITO, man, it was a pleasure, man, that you came out and you spent your time with us, man. You know what I'm saying? You spoke with us. Before we go, though, I want you to plug and give a shout out to everything and everybody, man, that's kind of helped you get along this far in your career, and you know, the things that you want to express to those men that been in your corner the whole time you've been getting down.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I want to shout out, big shout out, Mafia Music, Sangria. You know what I'm saying? Tune in. I'm going to be tuned in. I hope we can keep this relationship going. I want to put in my Reverb Nation page, ReverbNation/CITO VII.com. Check it out. You know, we got the Facebook up, the MySpace up, the Twitter up. You know, hit me. Talk to me. I talk back. You know what I'm saying? If it's hard to find me, just Google me. You can find me there.
Yeah.
I send a big shout out to G, a big shout out to Cheese. Those guys, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you if it wasn't for them.
Big shout out to
Cheese. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a big shout out to C-Dab, C-Bird, KS, and that's it.
Yeah, no question.
You know. By the way, though, Sangria, look out for me.
No doubt, baby. Hey, listen here, man. For all my listeners out there, man, you know what I'm saying? You just had the opportunity to speak to a really, really intelligent but phenomenal artist, man. You know what I'm saying? And he goes by the name of Cito, baby. You know what I'm saying? And you stay locked in right here, baby. We're going to bang some of his tracks for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're going to give a lot of love on this one, baby. We're going to hit you with about 4 or 5 of his tracks, man, so you can really feel how this cat is getting down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, man. It was a beautiful thing that you came out, Cito. You know what I'm saying? Once again, you spent your time with us. Yeah, and no matter whatever, man, whatever you got, you know what I'm saying, and you want it to be banged, yo, send it over here, man. I'm right here, baby, and I'm gonna hit you hard with it. You know what I'm saying?
Way, Stan. You be the first to get it. I promise.
No doubt, baby. Hey, peace and love to you, man, and you and your camp. You heard?
All right, look out for me.
No doubt. Peace.
All right.